So the thing I see a lot in the work with our clients is that they confuse love and addiction. So I want to talk a little bit more about that today. So what is the difference between love and addiction? Well, it's quite simple. Love is great and addiction is bad. And that's it for today's video. I'm glad that you guys joined me today and see you next time. Well, no. I'm just joking. No, let's talk about it a little bit more. This was just to lighten up the mood a little bit. Well, but let's get back to the topic. So, what is the difference between love and emotional addiction? Okay, so how does it work? How does this work? Is that when you meet someone, new, and you are in this honeymoon phase, and you're just super excited about life. Everything just tastes great. Everything smells great. Everything feels great. You have just energy for three people. You just feels amazing. You're constantly thinking about this person, and you're just full of joy and excitement, and life is just great overall. I think we can all remember, relate to this feeling, and if you are in one, you know what I'm talking about. So what happens is that our body gets flooded with cocktail of dopamine, oxytocin, norepinephrine, and serotonin. And those chemicals create those feelings, create this honeymoon phase, those feelings of joy and excitement and just feeling in love, right? And this is where the issue is, because what most people who are struggling in relationships are doing is that they confuse this feeling of being in love as this is love, right? They call this love, and this also includes strong sexual attraction, right? Because again, there is certain chemicals that cause you that call up on these biological signals that are telling you to keep the human race alive, right? In other words, have sex and a lot, have babies, and this is the nature doing its thing, and that's the power of those chemicals in our body. And what happens is that we can literally get addicted to these chemicals and to this feeling. It's the same like we can get addicted to sugar, nicotine, drugs, alcohol, all these other things. But it kind of the root of it is that whenever do these things, whenever we eat something with sugar, whenever we smoke a cigarette, whenever we drink or do drugs, our body produces dopamine and other chemicals that make us feel really, really great. The problem with this is that once you get addicted to this, you are constantly looking for getting another hit, right? So, and that's when that's when the problem begins, because when the honeymoon phase is over, those chemicals are released. Chemicals are not released anymore. That amazing feeling goes away, right? And what happens is that people often believe that they don't love that other person anymore, right? That's actually something is missing there, and it's not that person that they hoped for, and they return to their normal state, and that excitement is gone, right? And so what happens is that we start looking for ways how to get that hit again, which means we go to people who make us feel that excitement again, make us feel this way again. So that's what happens when there is a person who, even though we know they can't give us what we want in relationship long term, They always just show up, take what they want from us, and then they disappear, leaving us just heartbroken or in pain, struggling. The reason why we can't resist that and we can't say no to them is because we know we are addicted, and we know that we're gonna get this hit of these chemicals. We're gonna get this feeling again when we are with them, and when we let them back into our life, right? So you see, this is a big problem because this is not love. Love is something else. Love is warmer. Love is safe. Love is a decision that I accept the partner with all the good and all the bad, right? Love is a peaceful connection. Like love is a support and this safe base you can always go back to. You see, and this is completely different than constant fighting, drama, having a lot of sex, and push and pull dynamic, and emotional roller coaster when we are breaking up, getting back together. We are doing really great, and then we are fighting a lot, feeling really bad, and it's just always up and down. And what happens is that these ups and downs produce these chemicals, So we can get addicted to the positive feelings and also the negative ones. And when we are in the middle, we just don't feel good. And this is really an issue because what happens is that we are following these hits instead of actually looking at the real reasons or the real ways how we can get what we want in a relationship. And the thing with that is that if you want to stop doing that, it's like going through regular addiction. You have to rewire your nervous system. You have to reset it and change the way how you operate. So you can get off this addiction and you can make different choices. It's like resetting your biological systems. And if you don't do that, you're gonna have a really hard time making different choices in life. Not going back to that guy who is not good for you, not going back to that girl who only just has fun with you and doesn't want to do anything with you long term, or stop having these fights constantly and drama in relationship, because that's addiction also. Because you can subconsciously, you're looking for that hit. So what happens is that you are subconsciously creating drama and creating fights. You see, love, the real love, is actually about overcoming or resisting these urges. It's about getting off that emotional addiction. Because once you do that, you can create a space, and then you enter a space where the real love can grow, right? It's that space that I described. It's where there is safety, there is no drama, there is peace, there is security, there is acceptance and support. And so that's a completely different thing than just high and low, pleasure, sex, and rock and roll, right? At least in the long term, it's a completely different thing. That's the real love. And that's the difference between love and an emotional addiction. And that's why there's so many people struggling in relationships, because they confuse the emotional addiction with love. But those are completely two different things. And I want to say that if what I'm talking about here today is resonating with you, and you are saying right now, oh my God, this is exactly me, I am struggling with exactly these things, then I have something for you. Because we offer a free call where we talk about your situation, where we talk about what's going on, and we talk about what needs to fix and what needs to be worked on. And then we take a look if we can help you. And if we can help you, we will talk about how we do it and how does it work, how we can help you. And if we cannot help you for some reason, maybe we are not a good fit, or it's just not a good time, we will point you in a direction of a resource or someone else who can help you at for your specific situation. And because sometimes, you're in a situation we just can't really help you, can't help everybody. That's just how it is, right? So if we can't help you, we'll point you to a direction of something or someone who will help you better than us. But either way, if you get on the call with us, you'll get clarity on what you should do, what you should not do, and what your next step should be. So you have nothing to lose. I will leave the link in the description of this video. So don't hesitate. As I said, this is a free call. You can only gain. So don't be shy, don't hesitate. Book the call now. I'll leave the link in the description of this video. And that's it for today's session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as usual, have a great rest of your day. I'm sending love to all of you, and bye bye.